Privyat Tovarishi, this is the Soviet Blacksmith, and today we're going to be making some soap. This is the recipe I always use. It's only failed me once when I was making soap with an older scale. It didn't work good. It wasn't digital. So I'll show you how to make it now. So the first thing you're going to need, well, I'm going to actually show you the ingredients now, is you're going to need 40 ounces of lard, which is usually pig fat, 5.4 ounces of lye, or sodium hydroxide is the same thing, and 13.5 ounces of distilled water. Now what you're going to do is first we're going to do the water. So we're going to turn on your scale. You're going to, oops, I forgot, you got to actually take it, just a second. Turn it on, let it think, and now you're going to put this on there. You're going to tare it. What that means is it's not going to know that this is here. Now we're going to add the water first. Okay, so let's add our 13.5 ounces of water, distilled water that is. I'm going to go real slow so you don't so you don't mess this up. Not there quite yet. Oops, 13.5, okay, just a little more. Oops, okay, well, we accidentally put 13.6, and it's very important that you don't mess it up like I did. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little syringe and we're going to squeeze out, or we're going to suck out some of the water just so we get to 5. Okay, we're at 13.5 now. So what we're going to do now is, okay, I got to suck out a little more. It's on the verge of turning this up, so let's just suck out a little more. There, that's better. Okay, now we're going to move this aside, and we're going to measure out our lye. Okay, let's, sorry, I got to actually restart the scale, I just got messed up. Okay, let's restart it. Put our thing on there, tear it. Now we're going to add our sodium hydroxide. This is the kind of sodium hydroxide I'm using. It's called, well, this is what it looks like. You can see it's very dangerous. Don't fool around with this stuff. I'm going to actually put on some goggles, which I rarely do because I'm not very safe. And my gloves, I have no idea what they are, so I'm not going to put on gloves, but it's really just fine. It's not going to eat through your skin instantly. Although sodium hydroxide does actually turn all fat molecules into soap. So, I mean any kind of fat molecule into soap. That's why we use lard, and it turns into soap. So yeah, you got to be real careful with this stuff. So we're going to measure it out now. Also, I would wear a respirator, but it's up to you. I don't have a respirator on currently because mine needs new filters, and it would probably just hinder me anyway. I'm just going to walk out of the room when I pour this into the actual water. So we're going to, real careful, we're going to pull off this tab. Yep, and all that out of there. Okay, now we're gonna measure our sodium hydroxide. Now for this we're gonna need 5.4 ounces of this sodium hydroxide. Now I've made my own sodium hydroxide before, but it's hard. So And there we go. Now, that might look like a crap ton, and yeah, you're right, it is a lot of lye. So you gotta be real careful with this. I cannot stress this enough. Do not mess with this stuff. Danger. Okay, I'll actually be right back, guys. I forgot something. Just a second, guys. Hi guys, we're back, and we make this stuff now. This soap. So you're gonna take, you put your goggles down. I'm gonna add this sodium hydroxide to water, but be careful because it makes hydroxy gas, which isn't really that bad for you, but it makes you cough. You gotta add it real quick. It's gonna make a lot of heat. Don't be surprised if it smokes. And all in there fast. You can take your silicone spatula and scoop it out. Try not to breathe here. Try to scoop some water in there, I guess. That didn't work. We're just going to stir it around until it kind of... I'm actually going to take it out of the water bowl for a second. We're just going to stir it until it's all dissolved. Alright. That's a chemical reaction. Makes it very hard to breathe because of the hydroxy gas. Now, the camera's about to die again, but once you have that kind of mixed up, sorry for your coughing, it's hard to breathe. You're going to stir it up a little more so it's all dissolved. You want it to be all dissolved, or else it won't work. There you go. Now we're actually going to put this in this ice water again, just until it's done. Actually, no, I don't think I'm going to do that yet because it's hardened at the bottom before it messes it up. I'm just going to set that in a spatula right here. You're going to measure out 40 ounces of lard. You're going to mount that in the pot. Put on our scale. Okay, so we're going to weigh this pot, I guess. Carrot. We're going to add in our lard. This is just animal fat. You can get it at the store. And we have 40 ounces. Pretty gross. That's 23, 31, a little bit more in here, 34, oops, that's one more thing. Now you're going to get your silicone spatula, just scoop out as much as you can. Okay, so we don't have quite enough, so we're going to actually use the other bit I have. Let me scoop some off there. clean that in a second. But we're going to open our container of other lard. This lard's not as good as the other lard, so we're gonna. That's why I use the other lard first. There's a knife we made a couple days ago. We're going to use that to cut it open. There we go. There's the lard. Ew, it smells disgusting. Let's scoop it into this. Whoa, sorry guys. Gotta hurry, my battery's almost dead. You can also use tallow for this, or a mixture of tallow and lard to make it harder soap. 39. A little blob should be the last thing we need. Oh, exactly 40, that's correct. So we got our 40 ounces. We'll put that on the stove now. Hi guys, we're back again. The battery died again. And right now I just have the lard melting on the stove. You want to melt it on like low kind of, it's almost melted. You want it to be at about 100 degrees when you're adding it to the other stuff. So I'm going to get my spoon to mix this. Actually, no, I don't think I'm going to use spoon. I'm going to get the rubber spatula again, the silicone spatula. Just going to wipe off some of the lard. These are the bowls we usually make soap in. Okay, so now you're going to turn this off. You don't want it to get too hot. You're going to look at the bowl, and first thing you're going to add is your sodium hydroxide. Not sure which bowl I should add it to. Yeah, I'll do this one. Just add it in there. Be very careful. With your spatula, scoop it all in there. Okay, there you go. Now you're going to get your thermometer, your candy thermometer, and measure the temperature of this. It should be at around 100 degrees. So check. Yep. A little under 100, that's fine. Oops. Didn't mean to put this in yet. Now we're going to look at this stuff. It should be at, this stuff's probably not going to be at the same temperature. Yeah, this stuff is a lot hotter. So we're going to take that and we're going to set it in a bowl of ice water. There's no ice water in there currently. I gotta get some ice. This smells disgusting, that's all I'm going to tell you. Okay, I don't think I have enough time to add in the water. The camera's going to die again, it already died twice. Yup. Okay, barely any battery left. Yeah, it's too hot. I'm going to be back in a second, guys. Hi guys, it's me, I'm back. And we're going to cut the soap. So I have a couple different soaps here I want to show you. This one is, I think this one's lemongrass. Then this one right here, yeah, that's mint. And there's also this one, orange, grapefruit. Oh, that's another grapefruit. Ooh, really strong eucalyptus. Okay, this is a little soap cutter I made, and this is just a prototype, that's why it's weird looking. But yeah, it's bent in a way that it's got tension on it, but it's still been cut straight. So let's put our soap loaf on this cutting board. Remember, you want to use a cutting board you're not going to eat out of. Oh yeah, you can also call this a soap miter. Look upside down like that. As you can see, some of the colorant set to the bottom, so it's weird. Do it like that. And take your soap miter, right here about an inch. Chop it right down. See inside of that soap. See, it's a little weird looking. Okay, so that's all your soap cut. And yeah, they're pretty big bars, but it's still gonna work fine. This is grade A soap. It looks a little weird at the moment, but all along the edges is purple and it's orange on the top. It's cinnamon orange scent. It smells kind of like chamomile tea. It's pretty neat. Just let that sit for a few weeks, and it's safe to use. At the moment, this would burn you because of the sodium hydroxide. But yeah, you can pop these ones up too. These might be a little harder. There we go. And it's out. I'll let these sit in the mold just a little too long, that's why they're stuck in there. There we go. Oh, that one came out pretty good. That's not out yet. Right, there we go. You're going to have to wash your hands right away after you do this because this will burn your skin. It's already starting to burn mine a little bit. That didn't want to come good. Yeah, it looks okay. you want a harder soap, you need to use tallow, which is this is lard. This is pig fat. It's a lot softer because it's it's from pig. It's not. It doesn't have a hard layer of fat. You could also do this with a couple other things like tallow. And I actually searched this yesterday. I searched what kind of animal fats can you use to make soap, and someone put human fat, so that's pretty disgusting. But yeah, you can use basically anything. It's just fat. Chicken fat, I guess. That's pretty disgusting too. Oh, that smells good. I don't know about that one. But yeah, you just wash those containers and you're good to go. Soap cutters neat. I'm gonna start making those and selling them. My blacksmithing business. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is the end of this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is Soviet Blacksmith. Dust for done.